Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're rewinding the clock to 1989, a year that changed superhero movies forever with the release of Tim Burton's Batman. It's hard to overstate just how massive this film was. It wasn't just a movie, it was a cultural phenomenon. But how did this dark Gothic vision of the Caped Crusader come to be? Let's dive into some fascinating facts about this iconic film. The journey to get Batman on the big screen was a long one, starting way back in 1979. For a decade, the project bounced around Hollywood with various scripts and directors attached. One of the early scripts was a campy, Adam West-style adventure. Can you imagine? It wasn't until the success of Frank Miller's gritty comic The Dark Knight Returns that the studio decided to embrace a darker tone. That's when Tim Burton, fresh off the success of Beetlejuice, came on board. Now, let's talk casting. The studio's choice for Batman was Michael Keaton, and the fans were not happy. They were furious. People thought the guy from Mr. Mom and Beetlejuice couldn't possibly be a convincing, intimidating Batman. The studio received thousands of complaint letters. But Burton saw something in Keaton. He saw an intensity and a darkness lurking beneath the surface, a guy who needed to dress up like a bat to deal with his inner demons. Burton knew Keaton could portray the troubled psychology of Bruce Wayne, not just the physical presence of Batman. In the end, Keaton's performance silenced the critics and became legendary. And who could you get to play the Joker against this dark new Batman? The studio wanted a huge star, and they got one of the biggest, Jack Nicholson. But landing him wasn't easy. He had a very specific list of demands, including top billing above Michael Keaton, a percentage of the box office gross, and even control over his own merchandising. His contract was so lucrative that he ended up making more than $60 million from the movie, way more than anyone else. But honestly, was he worth it? Absolutely. His Joker was a perfect blend of terrifying, hilarious, and theatrical. A true force of nature. The look of the film is just as iconic as its stars. Production designer Anton Furst created a Gotham City that was a character in itself. It was a dark, grimy, Art Deco nightmare, a timeless blend of different architectural styles. Furst famously described it as what if hell erupted through the pavement and kept on going. He actually won an Academy Award for his work, and it's easy to see why. Gotham had never looked so menacing and beautiful at the same time. The Batmobile, another of his creations, became an instant classic. It wasn't just a car, it was a sleek, jet-powered beast. And then there's the Batsuit. It was a massive departure from the comics' gray and blue spandex. This was black rubber armor. While it looked incredible on screen, it was a nightmare for Michael Keaton to wear. The suit was heavy, hot, and extremely restrictive. He couldn't turn his head, which led to that iconic bat turn where he had to move his entire torso. The cowl was so tight it made him feel claustrophobic, but he used that feeling to get into the isolated mindset of the character. Talk about method acting. The marketing campaign for Batman was revolutionary. It started with a simple, mysterious poster, just the bat symbol. No title, no stars, nothing else. This minimalist approach created a massive buzz. It was everywhere, and it worked. By the time the movie was released, Batmania was in full swing. The film shattered box office records, becoming the highest-grossing film of 1989 and, at the time, one of the highest-grossing films ever. Tim Burton's Batman didn't just give us a great movie, it redefined the superhero genre. It proved that comic book movies could be serious, artistic, and hugely profitable. It paved the way for the dark and gritty superhero stories we see today. It was a gamble that paid off in every possible way, creating a legacy that still influences cinema. What are your favorite memories of the 1989 Batman? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into your favorite movies. See you in the next one.